Interestingly, Fred occupies a morally gray space throughout much of the episode. While he is clearly antagonistic, there are moments where it's difficult to argue that he's technically in the wrong. Telling Mandy the truth about Georgie's illegal actions is not inherently unethical, even if it's done with malicious intent. Likewise, Fred's interactions with Ruben are more complicated than they initially appear. Ruben is under enormous stress as a result of Georgie's decisions. The tire shop's instability, combined with Georgie's habit of acting without consulting him, has taken a toll. When Fred approaches Ruben with an alternative opportunity, it's not immediately clear that accepting it would be a betrayal. From Ruben's perspective, it might simply be a chance to escape a partnership that increasingly feels one-sided and volatile. Fred's offer to Ruben forces the audience to confront an uncomfortable truth: Georgie has not been a good partner. He consistently prioritizes his own ambitions over Ruben's concerns, dismissing advice and minimizing the impact his choices have on others. In that context, Ruben considering Fred's offer feels less like disloyalty and more like self-preservation. This episode does an excellent job of highlighting Georgie's worst traits without turning him into a caricature. His impulsiveness, arrogance, and lack of foresight are all on full display, and the narrative doesn't rush to excuse them. This is most evident when Ruben finally decides to walk away, at least temporarily. Ruben's decision to step back isn't framed as melodramatic or vindictive. Instead, it feels like the natural result of accumulated frustration. Georgie's pattern of ignoring Ruben's input, combined with his failure to consider how his actions affect Ruben's life, makes the partnership feel deeply imbalanced. While it's disappointing to see Georgie behave this way, it's also entirely consistent with his established character. One of the episode's standout moments comes with the introduction of Ruben's grandmother, his abuela. Played by Lydia Porto, she appears only briefly, but she makes an unforgettable impression. From the moment she enters the scene, she becomes the comedic highlight of the episode. Ruben has apparently shared plenty of stories about Georgie with her, because she takes an instant and intense dislike to him, despite never having met him before. Her disdain is immediate, unapologetic, and absolutely hilarious. There's something deeply satisfying about watching a character voice the frustration that has been building throughout the episode. In many ways, Abuela functions as a surrogate for the audience. Her unfiltered contempt reflects what viewers might be feeling at that point, especially after watching Georgie repeatedly dismiss Ruben's concerns. The fact that she doesn't soften her opinion or attempt to be polite only makes her more entertaining. Despite the tension, Ruben and Georgie do eventually reconcile, at least on the surface. They manage to talk things out and re-establish some semblance of partnership, but the resolution feels precarious. The underlying issues that led to the conflict haven't been fully addressed, and it's hard to believe that this peace will last. That sense of instability seems intentional. Rather than tying everything up neatly, the episode leaves certain threads unresolved, suggesting that the fallout from Georgie's actions is far from over. This open-ended approach suits the narrative, reinforcing the idea that trust, once damaged, is difficult to fully repair. Please don't forget to like, share, and comment on our channel Bullseye Movies.